I've been hoping having a fantastic day, and welcome to Insomnis Experiment. Apparently, it's meant to be inspired by the Russian sleep experiment creepypasta. I remember seeing those things like way back in the day. It's not as big as it used to be. It's one of those old creepypastas. It's made by the Vitus or Vitus Games, and it at least was different from what I'm used to seeing, because they're usually making Timor games. I like to see what kind of different things they usually do. Because I remember there's that one, wait, what was it? They made a game called Dia, or D-I-A. I remember liking that one too, and it was like it was different. I'm hoping maybe something similar with this, but with a Russian sleep experiment. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, see what happens. We'll see. It looked like there'll be maybe a good spook in here. But yes, inspired by the Russian sleep experiment. And also, you should check out my Discord server and my pinned comment. Oh, why not? That's basically it. Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using an experimental gas-based stimulant. Oh. A wooden door? Also, it's super quiet. Where are the Russians at? Not one Russian. Nor anyone sleeping. For a Russian sleep experiment, there's not a lot of sleepers. There's a lot of beds, though. Doctor?
We kept them for 15 days, breathing that gas. Awake.
Okay. That's a dead end, I guess. I'm not meant to grab this, right? It's just a strange-looking radio thing. Kept a bunch of people to breathe in the gas.
After 5 days without sleep, the paranoia started to kick in. The test subjects stopped talking to each other. They whispered to us.
I mean, what do you think would make a Russian go crazier? 5 days breathing in questionable gas? Or 5 days without vodka? Please, let me know in the comments below. Especially if you are from, I don't know, East Europe, and alcohol is just in your blood, basically. Then let me know in the comments below. A lot of... I just don't get how, like, some of the rooms turn into the means of returning to the hallways. Like, joined... like, hospital rooms? And I can't remember what the creepypasta, like, where it was based on location-wise. A bunker, I think? Well, and then that's it. It's like, give me a little, like, not, I was gonna say Silent Hill vibes, but without the Silent Hill rust.
After 9 days, one test subject started screaming until his vocal cords broke. Then another one did the same. And then the screaming stopped, as well as the whispers.
Why are there squares on this rock? Is like someone trying to play tic-tac-toe on it? Distracted me, but okay. He kept screaming. Like at this point, the levels won't make any physical sense, so I'm assuming we're at some kind of limbo at this point. I have no idea. like I was mildly expecting. I'd have to reread the creepypasta. Maybe I'll do that afterwards, or just like check out the original image. I'm kind of curious. I want to remind myself afterwards. I wish I could sprint though. Oh, quit the main menu. No. I swear I saw the option said shift key for sprint, but there's no sprinting. I'm gonna have to double check after. Oh.
Always waiting, watching, seeking your eyes and not closed to stay open. One more thing to do. One less moment of sleep. Clock reset. Start waiting again. Fall asleep. Lose yourself. Find what lies beneath the surface. Ready.
These where the sleeping Russians are?
There's nothing, but at that moment is everything. Keep your eyes open. If they don't close, they can't stop you.
Okay. Questionable, but okay. Not even sure though. It's just more radios.
After 3 more days, we couldn't see what was inside the room. The test subjects weren't making any sounds either, but we knew they were inside, according to how much oxygen was being consumed.
Keeping track of how much oxygen was inhaled after a period of time? I mean, level design does confuse me. It's like, who barricades the ceiling like that, but it's barricading or preventing what by doing that? I don't know. Give a false sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Claustrophobia? I don't know. But we'll keep moving. I want to see the sleeping Russians. Wait, oh, there's definitely someone that would be sleeping in that room too. I'll turn this big red valve? No? It's really big. It's really fucking big. Now let's keep going. Keep going, rather. Anyone sleeping here? Another radio. God damn it. Nurse.
The doctor announced that they will open the chamber to test the microphones, that the people inside need to get on the ground or they will be shot. Then we heard a whisper.
We no longer want to be freed.
What? No, not that gas. Come on, man. I mean, I'll maybe presume it's all in our head. Let's go to the big valve. Oh. Or not? Just makes me think of the Resident... Wait. Use... Oh. Wait, where? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait, this way? Wait. What? Huh? Run from what? I'm not turning that giant fucking valve? Are you... Really? Wait, what? But... Wait. It tells me to run. No one's chasing me.
The test subject had his abdominal organs removed. The doctor was cutting and trying to place the organs back. They were not painful anymore. They ate their own flesh, ripped their own organs out. I looked at his eyes and his mouth curled into a smile.
More curious now about wanting to read the creepypasta. I want to see what similarities are... I think he's over there, though. Hello.
I must remain awake.
I must remain awake? I misheard it as I must be made awake. I was like, what? Why am I sprint running for? Oh god, so many valves. Is one of them the right one? No. We're just ignoring the valves as just set pieces? Wait, am I going... What? Why would I climb in the locker? Like, why am I even here? It's either I forgot why I'm here, but like, why would I go in a bunker and then enter a locker? Is that part of the creepypasta? We get teleported? I'm getting really confused.
Have you forgot so easily? We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind.
What?
What you hide from
Is that Golem from Lord of the Rings talking in my head?
you sedate into
Precious?
paralysis when you go to the nocturnal haven where we cannot tread.
What? I couldn't hear what they were saying. Honestly, I think subtitles might be needed. Go up.
Cutting.
And then a jump scare. Voice acting by Daniel Bean. I see. Oh, okay. I mean, final thoughts. It still felt like it was mostly on a rail thing, right? If I were to like say, what would I complain about the Timor games? And I don't want to be a broken record, so I'll keep this simple. But it's just like, is it the intention that it's meant to be mostly a walking simulator? Because it's like, nothing really happens besides walk from a point A to point B, listen to a radio, and keep moving. There's no interactions or finding anything. They tell you shift to run, but you didn't really need to run. There's no sense of urgency or danger, so it's obviously then not a survival horror, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just me, and I'm not saying it in a way, because I don't know, it's like a to each their own and their different tastes, but it's just like, if it's just a walking simulator horror game, I don't know how well those really do, especially if it's just moving from one thing to the other. So I think more work needs to be put in general into horror games that are like going to be like, hey, it's a Russian sleep experiment. There's a lot of things you could do or try to do that's original or anything to spice up the creepypasta, but ultimately the game still boils down, if I were to like too long don't read this game, it still is like, what happened besides a character? Like, wait, let me double check. Wait, was it? What is said in the store page, just so I 100% know? It is inspired by it. Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using experimental gas. Explore the facilities, find out what happened and what remains there. I mean, what happened was Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using experimental gas. We didn't learn anything new except what you just say there. So even by the own premise or synopsis of the store page, it tells you, find out what happened and what remains there. A jump scare and a lot of shelving units and gas that still works however long into the future that this game is set in. We didn't really find out anything. We just went through a walking simulator. So I mean, a part of me could be very realistic or a realist or a pessimist, a cynic, but it's just, what happened? We didn't learn anything. It's just radio trying to be, it's like, it's got the creepy or spooky genres fine. And it's not a survival horror, obviously. It's not tagged as that. Psychological horror. I mean, it's a psychological horror. Yeah. But creepy and psychological horror, yeah, but it's just, I don't know. For me, I want more to it. It's like a readable note even, or just something. Because I just like, why did I get in the locker besides it being a means to an end to go somewhere else sort of thing? Everything that happens, normally it's like, maybe the best thing I can say in terms of a suggestion or advice is, storytelling, everything should have a point. Everything should have a point. Like if you make a movie and in the distance, the director happens to have it so a caterpillar walks up a leaf, and the director really wants you to see that, right? A good director will have a reason for that stupid-ass caterpillar, whether it's symbolically or it's an emotional plea, anything. There'll be a reason that caterpillar exists. A bad one shows you the caterpillar, and it leads to nothing, and it means nothing. It's just there. So then I ask the question, what the fuck am I doing crawling into the locker? And then, what the fuck did happen besides what you already explained in the store page? What was I meant to extract out of the information and the little whispers that happened in my head and keep cutting? So I have no idea. But now, just out of curiosity, Russian sleep experiment. I also want to... I don't know... Oh god, the plot. You know what? Let's read the plot. Let's read the plot! Because the video is only 16 minutes in. You can quit here if you really want, but I'm going to read the plot. Actually, unless where can I read it? Wait. Oh god, it's really long. Did any cutting happen? Oh, it did. That's canonical. Okay. When the surgery ended and the subject looked at the surgeon, began to wheeze loudly, attempting to talk while struggling, assuming this must be something of drastic importance. The surgeon had a pen and pad fetched so the patient could write his message. It was simple: keep cutting. I see. But then there already is me just reading 2 sentences. There's a surgery happening, and a subject looked at the surgeon and conversed. Why wasn't this in a cutscene? Kind of thing. It's just, I think maybe it's like, I'm not a person who read the Russian Sleep Experiment fully, but it says, for those that have read it or do love it, I'm going to assume a lot of them will say that the game is an oversimplification, and it's okay for them to feel a little bit disappointed and wanting more out of the source material. I'll leave it like that, because I don't want to get incredibly either mean or just like, being too negative, but I think my point is made across. But either way, let me know your thoughts down below, what you thought. I really like the model. I hope, like, the detail put into the model when it was staring at the camera the first time, I like that. I just hope that level of detail was put into everything else from the level itself and the other things. I like those kinds of, like, when there's one thing that's just like, I could tell that model was, like, passionately made for, like, that just nice little visual scene. But that kind of passion I want for everything. But it's probably, it's hard to ask for when it's a single indie developer. I know. It's not like I'm genuinely asking for that, but it's like always those push the bar expectations that I hope some people are willing to do in their fields of interest kind of thing. Well, that's my Neco rant. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.